Hey, Tej here. Today we're taking a look at technical analysis for Nasdaq with Elliott Wave Theory. Before getting into the analysis itself, I wanted to let you know that I have a Patreon where you can find Elliott Wave Basics course, access to weekly live streams and extra analysis on Discord. Thank you for your support. Let's get into the analysis next. So starting here on a bit higher time frame, 1 hour time frame, the idea that we've had for quite some time has been that either we have this as a three-way structure like so, completing a count here and starting a new count downwards, or the whole thing is part of a larger move where this is a three-way move here, three-way move here, and then we would be looking for another structure up higher, creating a partner leg for this one, something like this. So both of those are still on the table. We have somewhat of a okay look here on Nasdaq from these lows here. However, the issue is that we have taken out these lows. So we can't have an impulsive wave structure from these lows. We would have to end it somehow here, and at the moment I really can't do that. But let's take a look at these possibilities next. The main idea that I have here on Nasdaq is revolving around this count where we have had this impulse wave count finishing here. On S&P 500, the main idea is that the impulse wave structure finished here. This fits a bit better here with the diagonal idea, so that's why I'm favoring it here only on Nasdaq. So in here again we would have 5-way structure here. I know that wave 4 is very short in comparison to lower degree wave 2 here, but this is the only way I could get the structure ending at these lows. Otherwise, if we are ending the structure into these lows, we would have this kind of scenario where this is still fine. But at this point, we would have to be saying that this was the A wave, then we would have 3-way pullback into that wave B, and then we would be looking for C wave. This is again very, very large. This is of course something that can happen and definitely is possible. So we can see that we are right around the 2.618, which we keep as the maximum extension. And that's why I think I am preferring this a bit more. We are still having that same 3-way potential here, 3 ways in here. Not really great either of these, but with this one we can be applying this idea of having this some kind of a diagonal into here, into the lows, into the highs of that C wave. If we are going to go beyond the golden pocket around the 11,737, then we can be starting to think more about the more bullish options. However, again, the same issue here that I mentioned before is that the structures lows are here and not here, so we can't really build this as a impulse wave structure here. We have to be starting the impulse structure from here if we want to be doing that. Sure, this is somewhat impulsive, but again I'm not quite sure what and how we want to be labeling these, so that's why I've just created these as some kind of 3-way structures into here. The last structure, or the last trade I had here on Nasdaq was a long, sorry, not on Nasdaq, but on S&P 500. So let's take a look at that. A bit different looking scenario here. We saw this was the end of that second scenario here on Nasdaq, and this was the actual low where we had the potential diagonal here. But again, this has not taken out these lows, so I don't prefer that. In S&P 500, we had this as more like a 3-way structure, 3 ways, and then looking for that wave Y overall to be taken place. And for the wave Y, again, we'll be looking for a 3-way structure where I think this is the best looking structure at the moment. We have yet to go well beyond the 1.618, so there is of course still the possibility of creating an expanded flat here and then getting that partner leg. But again, that is going to be taking so much more time that it's going to be very out of proportion, or not too out of proportion, but 1-to-1 extension in time is already here in comparison to this wave W. So that would be around the Monday. We'll see how that is going to be turning out, because I think Monday was the bank holiday or something. But let's check out the trade that I had. On both the Nasdaq and S&P 500, we had this potential triangle. I was not playing this, but I saw this potential 3-way structure coming down here. And we had some divergences forming on the lows. Again, those divergences would be removed if we had taken out these on RSI. In price. So that would negate all the divergences. That did not happen, and I had a long setup from here. Again, very close stop losses below here. Again, that would be removing the divergences from here. So that was the structure that I was looking at. The second option that we had for a trade was off of the VWAP a bit higher, where we had the reaction that I was seeking going upwards, and then we went through the VWAP and coming back, testing that VWAP again with a 38.2 retracement of this move here. So that was another I think a bit better option, because this was almost trying to catch a knife, which I think I might got lucky. But again, we had some divergence here, of course. That was some idea into it as well, that the momentum to the downside was fading down here. But here I feel like this is potentially a bit better trade setup. At least we can get a bit better how do you say it, a bit better entry. We have probably a 0.5 as a maximum retracement, because we wanted to hold this VWAP and the 38.2, because that was the only confluence we had basically here. Of course, we had some support here from the previous structure, but again, we are on 1 minute, so I wouldn't really count that too much. But yeah, we got some kind of move upwards, and definitely cashing in on that. Moving the stop losses for sure onto the plus side, and yeah, that's basically. What else did we have? Well, Nasdaq still expecting now the potential structure downwards. As if this is a wave A or wave 1, this would be wave 2 or wave B. So the overall expectation is still to the downside. I've seen a lot of people are getting way more bullish than I am at the moment, and I can see that happening to me as well if we take out the 0.618 extension, the retracement of this A wave or wave 1 around 11.737. I'll just might as well put an alert here. So this could be changing my buys. However, we still have the issue of having this as the lowest low on price. And how would we be labeling a count that ends there? I'm not quite sure. The lowest here on RSI on S&P 500 is this low here of 22nd on December. And these structures from the lows look so much like three ways, or well, this could be a diagonal here. But yeah, you get the point. There is definitely an issue here that I'm not quite sure if I want to be sharing these kind of counts, but yeah, this would be some kind of A, B, wave 1, 2, and then this would be 3, 4, and 5. Just an idea, not really something that I do like yet, but I'll just throw it out there for now. It's just there. It is horrible looking, and I wouldn't really be trading based off of it, at least yet, but there is a potential for that as well, to be a leading diagonal, if that has to be the case. I don't like it, but that's that. But yeah, I think that is the end of this video. If you made it this far, again, I would appreciate the likes. Link to my free Discord server in the description below, and for now I thank you for watching and hope to see you on the next video as well. Bye bye.